So for my Python LED assessment project, I have created a small turn-based game that is inspired by The Legend of Zelda, and that uses the CMD and the OPC simulator, or regular LEDs if we are on the campus, to simulate the interface for the user. So if I run the program, I have the logo here. Then it creates a random boss. So I have a dictionary with different bosses. In this case, 5 bosses. Every boss has a different amount of health. And every time a boss is defeated, a new boss is selected from the dictionary, and the boss that has been defeated is eliminated. And once the player has eliminated all bosses, then the game is won. And all bosses have different amount of health. Every weapon does a different amount of damage, and all weapons have durability. So the point is to pay attention to durability, because you cannot use the same weapon too much, and you have to think about what weapons you want to use and how much health you have left, and if it's worth using a more powerful weapon when you still have a lot of health left. The game is turn-based, so every time the player does damage, the boss does damage to the player as well. So, for example, this boss has 200 damage. Let's say I want to use the first weapon. That was an animation of me taking damage. I used the Master Sword and dealt 60 damage because that was my choice. And then the enemy dealt 23 damage. 23 damage is not enough for me to lose a quarter. Every quarter is 25, and in total there's 300 health. So I only have the animation and the sound of me taking damage. So if I do it again, I lost a quarter because the enemy has done 17 damage and went under the, like over the 25 bracket. So if I continue here with the boss and just, let's say, do that, and then do this, the boss has been defeated. And as I say, boss defeated. And because of that, I have a new section. This divides the sections between the bosses. I had an animation, like an animation of a transition with my health being regenerated. And now I have to fight a new boss, and my fight is full. So we go again. Let's say I use this. I've taken too much damage now, so I've lost the full heart. So that was an animation of me losing the entire heart. So I'm gonna go and use 12, 12, and then 9 to do 20 damage. As you can see now, 9 is 6 durability. I used it. Now 9 is 5 durability because I used it. There's also sounds played when you take damage, or when you defeat a boss, when you win the game or you lose the game. That is happening using the Win Sound library, works only on Windows. And for the weapon durability, I have another dictionary where I recall all the durability, and I change the durability inside the dictionary. This is another boss. Let's try to finish this one too. I'm gonna try to go faster because last time the video was like 19 minutes and I don't want to to speak for too much and show too much things. So the boss now has 85. I'm gonna do 60. Oh, the weapon is okay. Yeah. So for example, the Master Sword is 0 durability, and I try to use it, and it says your weapon choice is 1, but the weapon choice has been broken. Choose another weapon. So I'm going to use 12 for 60 damage, and then 6 for 25 damage. My health has been restored again. Now there's also a secret weapon in the game. So if I take a keypad and I type the code Zelda, which is 93532 for every letter. So if I type 93532, I have a different animation. The background changes to yellow, and I do 100 damage. The special weapons can be used only 3 times, and it deals more damage than any other weapon in the game. So let's say I use that weapon again, and now the enemy has only 50 health. I'm gonna use 12. Actually, I'm gonna use 6 twice. So I have defeated 4 bosses. I think this is the last boss. Let's try, let's see what weapons is better that I have left. I can use 12 twice. Now I can use 8. Actually, I can use 6. I can use 8. Okay, I don't have anything for that one. I can use 3. So all the bosses have been killed. The game has been completed. I have this information here in the CMD. I have a different animation with one heart flashing red and yellow, and background color shifting with the entire RGB spectrum. And if I lose the game, let's lose the game on purpose. Let's which is the last animation available. Is the wrong thing. If I lose the game, so let's use the worst weapons that there are. So I already lost 2 of my hearts. Okay, let's try 4. So now I lost the game, as it says here, game over, you lost. There was a different sound played, and then a different animations with all the hearts flashing gray and black and red to indicate that I lost the game. And this is pretty much the entire game itself, the entire program. I have comments on every single line of code, so everything can be understood in the code lab, and also a changelog README file with everything that has been changed and how everything works.